Hey guys, I've been asked quite a lot why I am completely in love with Younique and why I spend so much of my time and energy on it, and what it is that makes it completely different. Um, to be honest, I have put off doing this video for quite some time, but I thought, you know what, let's just bite the bullet and just do it. Um, so when I joined back in January, I was in a pretty horrible place, to be honest. I'd been in and out of work for the past couple of months. I don't think I'd made a full week without having to take time off because I was so down, I was so depressed. People that know me quite well will know that I've suffered quite badly with depression and body dysmorphic disorder for quite a number of years, and it has at times been really debilitating. It's been really difficult for me, and sometimes I just haven't been able to cope all that well with how it's made me feel. So I joined at the end of January mainly because I love makeup and I've always worn it as like a mask. I've never wanted anyone to kind of see me, and I thought, this looks like fun. I play with makeup all the time anyway. Why not just see what happens? So I joined up and I was off work sick, and it kind of gave me a complete distraction from all the horrible things that were going on in my head, and it day by day it really helped me to build self-confidence and helped me to start to believe in myself. I've always been bullied from being quite young. I used to be a lot bigger than I am now, so I used to get called fat and worthless, and people would openly say to my face that, oh, you'll never make anything of yourself, you'll never do anything important, you'll never do anything worthwhile. And I was in a place where I actually believed them, and that kind of took over for a very long time. And I think with Younique, when you are surrounded by such amazing and motivated women, they start to rub off on you. And like I said, my confidence was starting to grow day by day. And for the first time, I think in forever, I actually started to look in the mirror and I wasn't repulsed by what I saw. I was actually beginning to make something of myself. I was beginning to build up a business. I think as a kid, I kind of dreamt that one day I'd have my own business and I'd be able to do what I wanted. I had no clue how I was going to do it or how I would even get there. But I think then having the depression and the body dysmorphic disorder, I kind of thought, you know what, my dreams aren't worth anything. What's the point in dreaming? I can never do anything to make them come true. And the makeup for me is amazing. The money is a bonus. But it's about so much more than that. I still wear makeup every day, mainly because it still makes me feel better, and it still makes me feel like I can look at myself, and it's just phenomenal, the change. I went back to work after quite some time off, excuse me, and even my team leader said that it was like a completely different person had gone back. And I owe that to this company. I owe the fact that I have now completely changed as a person. I'm not insecure anymore. I have a ton more confidence in myself. I actually believe that I can do something for the first time. I believe that I can actually do this and that I can be successful. And that for me is huge. For someone who has suffered quite badly and has been quite down on themselves for such a long time, to finally be in a place where I would say I believe, I just know that this is something that it's completely changed my life. And I couldn't imagine not doing this now. It's an amazing distraction. If I'm having a really bad day, I can talk to the other girls in the business and they'll lift me up. Post something positive on Facebook, it makes me feel so much better. Just pop some mascara on. It's amazing. And I don't think that without this that I would be who I am now. I mean, it's only 6 months, and that isn't a massive length of time to have been in a business. But the way that I have changed and the way that I've grown in that space of time is probably more than I have changed, more than I have grown as a person in a good way in probably the past 28 years. 6 months of just amazingness. And it is hard to kind of think that I used to be as bad as I was, and I do still have really bad days, but it's just amazing how one opportunity and one chance can literally change your outlook on life. I really can't put it into words how amazing this makes me feel, knowing that all those people that told me, you'll never make anything of yourself, you'll never do anything worthwhile, you'll be a nobody. All of those people, I can prove wrong. And I am proven wrong. I mean, first of all, they said I'd always be fat, and that's not the case now. I've lost a lot of weight, and I am really proud of myself. But it took a lot of time for me to be proud of myself for that. And I don't think it was until I really started Younique that I really started to feel that had helped. And it's just, I just can't believe how happy I am now, how different I am, how much, it's just phenomenal. I could not stop doing this. I spend a lot of time doing it, and poor Emma gets a little bit neglected, bless her. But she puts up with it because she has seen, and she says to me a lot of the time, that I'm so much more confident now, that I'm so much more outgoing. I mean, I've always struggled to make friends, struggled to talk to new people. I've always thought of myself as invisible, that no one would notice me, that I'd just kind of go by the by. And I think it's just, I'm just lost for words. This is a life-changing opportunity. Yeah, the money's great. The money's really nice. You can save up for holidays, whatever you want. But it's about so much more than that. It's about growing as a person, about finding out who you are. And if someone had said to me 6 months ago that I would be putting my bare naked face on Facebook, I'd have laughed in their faces. Genuinely, because I wasn't seen without makeup, because it horrified me the way that I look. And I can finally look in the mirror and it's just like a different person. This is huge. It's life-changing. It's honestly the best decision I ever made was to join a little online company that sells makeup. It's just phenomenal. And sorry, I just got attacked by a fly. Yeah, it's just, I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. Yeah, I think you can't really understand the impact that this business has when you're kind of outside it. When I first joined, I was very much like, oh yeah, makeup, oh, that's be good. And then you kind of get into it and you start to change as a person, you start to develop, you start to grow, and you start to believe in yourself. And that for me is just, it's just mind-blowing. It's just huge. So I owe myself now, the way I am now, the person that I am finally growing into, I owe that to this little company. No, little company is huge. But I owe that to spending a few hours of my time a day playing on Facebook, taking selfies, which is something I've always done. I've always taken loads of selfies trying to find the perfect one that didn't make me look absolutely horrific. And now it's different. I'm ridiculously different. And my friends say it to me. I've had messages of people saying that I look so happy, that I look so much more confident. And it's just mind blowing. I think, like I said, when you're on the outside, you don't really understand the impact that it can have. And once you kind of join and you see the benefits of how it can actually change your life because you start to grow and you start to develop, those are the kind of things that money can't buy. You can't buy happiness. You can't buy confidence. You can't buy the feeling that you are doing something good, that you're doing something worthwhile. And you definitely can't buy passion. And this is something that I am incredibly passionate about. As a child, I had two dreams. One was to be an actress and the other was to be a makeup artist. I know they're very different things, but those were my dream jobs. And I put them both off for years and years. And mainly just because I was like, I can't ever do that. My dreams will never come true. I'm not good enough. I'm not worth anything. You know, I can't do that. And now, because of this, I will be a fully qualified makeup artist by the end of the year, which is huge for me. It took a massive step and just signed up to a course. And it's just everything in my life now and the way that my life is turning out and the person that I am turning into is because I joined Younique, and I cannot express my gratitude enough. It's really struggling not to cry, so I do apologise, but it's just so phenomenal, and it's really hard to put into words. So I think my why in a nutshell, which is by looking on this timer has gone on for quite some time, is I joined because of the makeup. What girl doesn't want loads of free makeup? The reason that I'll never quit is because I have become the person I always dreamed that I could be. And it's really hard to think that I could have missed out on this, that I could have not joined, I could have stayed stuck where I was. And it's a really frightening thought that literally one opportunity, one chance that I took has literally completely and utterly changed my whole life, my whole outlook, everything. It's just huge. But yeah, I think I've probably gone on for long enough. And yeah, I just wanted to say that I love this company. I love everything that it stands for. I mean, Younique's mission is to uplift, empower and validate women all over the world. And I think that it is very safe to say that it lives up to that mission completely. Absolutely. 100%. And that's why I'm completely in love with this company. So I will leave it there for now. But yeah, it's huge. And I owe so much to the people that introduced me to this opportunity. So I cannot thank them enough. But bye-bye for now.